Hello, my beautiful Pisces. Oh my goodness, I've missed you guys so much. And I hope you've all been happy, healthy, and well, guys. This is what I want to hear. Um, I just realized that I skipped over your reading. Usually those of you who've been following me, I usually upload kind of in threes or sometimes sixes, but I always go in order. Um, but I just skipped over it. I felt like, oh, okay, let me start going with Aries, and then Gemini, and then Cancer, Virgo, and then I don't know what happened. It must have not been the right time. I don't know. But so here is your reading. So let's get right into it. When those things happen, it's probably for a reason. Um, but anywho, so let's get into it. So first half of my readings usually are about you. Second half will be about your soulmate. Keep in mind, though, the energies can be flip-flopped in a general reading. And for something tailored to your specific situation, you will need a private reading, okay? It may or may not resonate with all of you. Anywho, there's a big energy here. So we're starting off here with the Two of Wands. This particular deck is very different. The images are very evocative. What this feels like to me, there's a big energy here of, I feel like after a very stressful time in love, in even, like just the daily grind, wake up in the morning, put yourself together, go to work, do your thing, come home, if it feels like things were maybe getting a little difficult for you, or maybe you did go through a bit of a difficult time in all those things. And what it feels like is the darkness, or your response to your life up to, I don't know if I want to even say like this point, because it feels like it happened already, or it just feels like you've started to appreciate, or you understand now, the effect of, let's say, I don't want to say negative energy, because what it more feels like is just the darker aspects of life. Like your own darkness, your own responses to things, and even just experiences, people, routines that are maybe not so healthy. It feels like you've brought it into balance, is what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like an energy of a spiritual awakening was had, or is being had right now at this point. It feels like it's happened already for most of you, but I do feel this energy of kind of a sense of personal power returning, or being cultivated. Like, and even let's say, like you thought you were at a certain level already. What it feels like is it's been, you've been leveled up, or it's been brought up another notch. And it feels actually very nice. I think the going through it part it feels to me like it was a little intense. But what it feels like is, I don't know how to say this. The Nine of Cups is here, Nine of Water, Eight of Pentacles. It feels very much like you're enjoying life because you changed your views. You had an aha moment. And what it feels like is you're seeing blessings where you didn't see them before. You're living life, I feel, a little more gracefully than you once did. I feel like I'm kind of going outside, and, whether the temperature is like it is here today, like 20 degrees of Fahrenheit here, you're freezing, or whether it's like 80 degrees, wherever you may live, there's just this energy of, wow, what a beautiful day. You feel the breeze on you, even if it's raining. Wow. You're just starting to kind of see the beauty that is around you, that always was, that maybe you didn't look at before, and it just feels very nice. It feels like emotionally you are have put yourself back together, or you've leveled yourself up in a way where you're seeing beauty around you. But because of this, what it feels like is there are new experiences. You are cultivating something. This can be a new relationship, a even like a if it's not a new relationship that you're looking, maybe like a rekindling of a current relationship. I also feel an energy of your job, your career starting to improve, like your finances starting to improve. I feel like a lot of you are maybe starting to rebuild or build a nest egg, for your future. Maybe you're planning, saving money for that vacation that you want to take in the summer, next fall, next whatever it is to you. Maybe it's in a few weeks, whatever it is, because it feels like you're cultivating something. And you know what it is? And it's because it's like the emotional side of things. It's an energy of like, see, because I feel it's not toxic positivity. It's like choosing to see the positive, but recognizing that there are negative things in this world, and you do have negative emotions. You are allowed to question. You're allowed to get hurt. You're allowed to get angry, but it's kind of like an energy of working through that and understanding your darkness, the darkness of those around you, certain experiences, but not letting it consume you, not avoiding it, like, ooh, can't think negative, can't think no, it's an energy of you're becoming more realistic with yourself, with like, and more in tune with, I want to say, like the duality or the nature of positive and negative, and kind of realizing in a way, I almost want to say, like when they work, or when you work together with it, when you can draw upon both, that's when you create a synergy. It's kind of like, you can be in a bad mood. Let's say, like, here maybe would be an example. Like, let's say you're a little heartbroken today. You're thinking about something, that may make you sad, maybe like someone who passed away who was close to you, or an old friend, an old relationship, whatever. What it feels like, though, is you can feel those things, but not let it suck you down. You can feel it, but still be at peace. It takes, because the reality is, it takes darkness. See, and it's the symbolism in this card is what's really strong to me. It takes the darkness, in a way, like of the soil, of this, to push through. But through that, the darkness, there comes the nurturing, see, of this little plant that's coming through. But it takes both light and dark. Positivity, negativity, these things are needed. Both are needed. Intuitively, I am feeling like an energy of a renewal, Pisces, and it really feels quite empowering. I feel many things. I feel a renewal of relationships, like a deepening of friendships. You're starting to maybe like realize who's there for you, who's not. You're starting to, I feel, recognize your own positivity, your own, let's say your own light and your own dark, and you're bringing it together. And it's allowing you, I feel, to deepen your connections, your relationships, but also improve areas of your life, that maybe you didn't even think that they could improve, or would improve. And it just feels like they are. A lot of you, though, I am getting this energy of finances, of perhaps like a project, an art project, if you're musicians, if you're artists, if you're writers, if you're looking to become like an entrepreneur, what it's feeling like, or maybe you are an entrepreneur and you're kind of looking for something, nurturing something, it does feel like that is happening. But because you're in the right emotional state. So the Four of Cups is here. There's this energy here of, if something didn't work in the past, you're kind of not getting down in the dumps. You're more like, it feels like you did, but it's more an energy of, yeah, get down in the dumps, but then recognize, I feel like you are recognizing what didn't work and what is working. Letting some things go that maybe aren't for you and kind of focusing on what is for you. And that can include people. Because I am getting an energy of relationships deepening, but also maybe some relationships fizzling. So here's the scientist, the magician. I feel like a renewed enthusiasm in you. Wow. The chariot. Three of Cups. Wow. It feels like spiritually, because you did something spiritually. I feel an energy of like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to say enlightenment. It's more like an energy of you understand something now that you maybe didn't understand before. But it feels like it's something, though, that's maybe not physical, not physical, like this mug or something that you can touch, that you can take. It's more something within. And this has led you to more like kind of in the material world. Like, I feel like I'm kind of navigating the material world now in a different way. Navigating my career in a different way, my interactions with my social interactions, my relationship with people. Like maybe there's an energy here of proper boundaries, like knowing when you need to be alone, when you need some time for yourself, but saying it. That would be the proper boundaries part. And then also an energy of kind of, because of that, it deepens your relationships with people, romantic, friendship, or even business relationships. Now, there's also, look at that, the Seven of Swords, but the Seven of Swords is very different in this deck. There's kind of an energy of, you know what? Not everything needs to be said. There are some things that I need to be vocal about and need to react to. Other things, not quite so. Like even, it may sound like a weird example, but it does kind of feel like this. Like if let's just say you're having like a down moment. Maybe you don't need to say it. Maybe you just kind of go through it, and then, because you're not like focusing too much, it feels like, on that at this time. But it feels like it's almost like I don't know if it's like hushing yourself up, or kind of feels like, okay. But it doesn't feel like toxic positivity. It feels more like, okay now. It's okay. Because I do feel you're allowing yourself. It's very imbalanced. But yeah, there's something here about like not know if it's like complaining as much, or even there's like an energy of, like not being around people who complain all the time about every little thing and kind of like suck you down. See, there's the Three of Swords. It's like an energy of not really resonating too much with, I want to say like too much heartbreak. Like there's an energy, like giving people their due support when it's needed. But if it's like people who complain every minute of every day, of every second of every day, it feels like you're not resonating with that anymore. Mother Earth, this is beautiful energy. And I feel you're coming out in very good energy right now. There's the Strength card. So the Empress and Strength, this is really powerful energy. And I feel like relationships, business relationships, friendship, all these things I feel are starting to deepen, improve. It feels like if you're single and you're looking, you will find, because you're in the right place. If you're with someone and it's maybe not working and you want to make it work, it feels like you will, in a way, like it will start to work, or you will start to make the proper decisions for you, for, let's say, for the relationship as well. If it's something where you're very involved with someone, it feels like because you're having proper boundaries, things will start to go in the way that they need to go to better both of your lives. This reading feels, though, more for like, I feel like this is getting into someone maybe who is either single or like, in a way, like in limbo with somebody. Let me see here, like waiting on someone. Let me see here. Okay, 7. There's an energy of you not resonating with certain types of energies anymore. I am getting an energy here of, okay, that's not going to work with me anymore. That's what I feel is like, if something wasn't going well in the past, it's kind of like an energy of, that's not going to work anymore. Your behavior is going to need to change. Mine's going to, or it's just like, it's going to need to end. Here's the Ace of Wands. Meditation. I get a strong energy here of maybe, like someone who you could have been dealing with someone, like let's say who pushes you away when they're going through something. There's like a big energy of like getting defensive here and like not accepting help or not voicing it, but like taking out the frustration on you, but not letting you know what's wrong. Maybe someone who would go silent on you when you went to, maybe offer just, whether it's a helping hand or just like, like what's wrong? Like, share it with me. What it feels like is you're kind of leaving people now who do that to their own devices and not taking it personally anymore from whoever was doing this to you. For Cross Watcher as well, it could be that the Pisces was doing this to you, that you're not resonating with it anymore. Yeah, see, there's the Page of Swords, but this feels like this air balloon in this particular, it's kind of like going away from that. I'm not resonating with that anymore. There's the Lovers. And Three of Swords again. See, there's like a big energy of, okay, if you want to stay heartbroken, and like just do your thing, that's fine with me. It's kind of like an energy of, I love you, but that behavior is not conducive to a healthy relationship, you know, or being close with someone. You have to let people know when you are upset, when you're going through something and you need alone time. You can't just ignore them. I'm hearing this like I shouldn't have to be a mind reader. Four of Wands. This came out before and it came out again. There's a big energy here of stability. You know, and stability is one of those things you must cultivate it kind of in your own life, but also the people around you can influence whether you're in a way like emotionally stable. And it feels more like emotionally too. But as I always say, you know, emotionally and kind of financially or business, they relate very well, or one affects the other. You know, I mean, there are some, okay, you know, there are some people out there, right, who are very financially stable, right, but emotionally not quite so. There are some people who are, can't really generalize it, you know, there are some who are emotionally stable and financially stable. You know, they're kind of like all. There's some who are just unstable and all. But I feel more like you're heading towards, I want to be financially stable and emotionally stable. You're having high standards for yourself, and it doesn't mean like, listen, you don't need to be rich, like to be, you need to be a certain, there's got to be a certain level of emotional stability or emotional awareness, like talking when you're down. Like, don't just shove me away. There's the King of Swords. Let's say if you were doing this, let's say like if you were getting down, you know, when you were down, you would push people away. I don't feel you're doing that anymore. No, there's an energy, you're not resonating with that energy anymore. And because of that, it feels like relationships are deepening. And some also dissipating. Feels like choices have been made. And there's kind of like an energy of no going back from that. Wow, nurturer of it. This is the Queen of Wands. There's that Three of Cups again. Page of Cups. There's a new you. You feel better about yourself now. Renewed confidence, renewed, you know, and if this is like after a break, you know, it does feel like an energy of you moving on from somebody. Or like, in a way, like forcing their hand, in a way, to either step up or step out. But you're not really, it's just you're not resonating with certain energies anymore. And because of that, you're finding stability. The people you surround yourself with, it feels like circles are changing. People are up, you know, either stepping up or kind of like, you know, keeping out a certain energy. You know, it just feels like major stability. You're breaking free of maybe certain webs that you put yourself in, that you stayed in, other people's, where, you know, it's kind of like, I don't want to resonate with certain things anymore. I don't resonate with certain things anymore. It's not all about money. It's not all about emotions. It's kind of like both. There are certain things that lead to stability, certain things that don't. It's like you got some like information, like an awakening. Let me see, this feels like, I feel an older soulmate. Because you did this, someone is, oh yeah. There's an energy of, I feel, if you let go of someone, or if you're in no contact with it feels like they're kind of nervous right now, and like, what did I do, or like, what am I gonna do? They're pissed at themselves, worried. It's this energy. I feel like an energy of maybe if you were in limbo with someone, or it was kind of like a relationship, but if you wanted something more long term, along the lines of marriage, living to get, something more stable. And if they were stringing you along, you may have nipped it in the bud, or kind of told them how it was, and they're going crazy. It's kind of like an energy of a mixture of, well, they were always okay with it before. Why aren't they now? No, because it feels like it reached its quota. It reached its limit of, okay, it's time. I feel like it's time. Do you want me? Do you want me forever? Do you want to really commit to me, or not? And I feel like in a way it feels like you in a way force their hand, but it doesn't feel like forcing. You just put it out there. Okay, the time has come to choose. And them not being able to, it feels like it went on for long enough. Hermit. See, they see you're coming, like, is very disappointed in them, and it feels like, they know if they want in your life, they're going to need to either step it up or step it out. You're coming out as Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, too. There's your own energy. This person loves you very much. This feels like you could have been dealing with someone with major commitment issues. Major commitment issues. You did the right thing. Justice. It's kind of like an energy of, okay, I can't waste my time on someone who, who's not committing to me for the long run. I'm not committing to someone, we're giving you this level of energy when it's not reciprocated. So you balance the scales yourself. And I feel they know that. Two of Cups. This may be someone who is very very job focused, or very, feels like non-committal, but it feels like they were more like focused on their job or themselves in a way. Too much so. Ooh. Ten of Swords. This is someone who has major commitment issues. They're not healed. Afraid of being hurt, abandonment issues, whatever. So it's like an energy of, it's sick, but the game that they'll play is not committing. But then when they get rejected eventually, it's then oh, see, it happened. But they created it. And there's the Fool, the Explorer. I feel like in a way you're not, it may have hurt you, but I feel like you are coming out in a way where this is how you came out in the beginning of the reading. You're neither like wasting your time anymore. You're not looking at it as a waste of time. I don't feel that it was. But you're not holding it against yourself, or that it's just an energy of, okay, this is where I'm at now. So either come or go. There's that King of Swords again. Page. See, and it's an energy of like, should you want to? I'm all ears. But now it's kind of like there's an energy of, they know that your doors, let's say, are open for other people, other experiences, and it's driving them crazy. As it should, because, someone, I feel with this kind of non-committal energy, some people do need a bit of a push. Some people aren't ready. But the only way to know is, when it reaches a certain point, you have to sometimes be decisive, or you will waste your time forever. Some people do need that push to step it up or step it out. But you can't worry about it once it reaches a certain point. If they're not ready, they're not ready. Move on. And I feel that's where you're at. Let me just see their energy. No, it feels like the other deck. Let me just see their energy towards you. Three of Swords. They deserve it. Honestly. I know what I feel. This is like an energy of someone who's... Ooh, it's very self-sabotaging. It's sabotaging. Ooh, the Four of Cups. Ooh. You've been patient long enough. They're kind of in this energy of, why couldn't they be patient with me, or it was going so well? You know, but I feel like it was more benefiting them in a way, because it was kind of like non-committal. They got too comfortable being non-committal. The love, the passion's there. The love is there. Absolutely. There's the King of Cups. They weren't vocal enough about it. They didn't commit. They have this love for you, but they were too afraid to commit. And they still kind of coming out as, ooh, Queen of Pentacles. See, they're looking in opposite directions. The love is still there. The Moon. Ooh. It's funny. The King of Cups is looking one way, but the Moon is looking back towards, if you see the way it fell out from my end. The Moon is looking towards the... See, so the love is still there. 100%. It's like secret. But they're kind of seeing you as not interested anymore. You are, but you're not. That makes sense. But I do kind of feel like there's this energy coming through, like they know that you're not caring as you used to, and that's as it should be. Enough is enough. See if any future actions. You did the right thing, though. I absolutely feel it. Now, there's the confirmation. You did do the right thing for you. It was getting too toxic, and they recognize it too. Let me just see any future action they may take. I feel a new relationship is available should you want that. Let me just see any action this old soulmate. Oh, the Empress. So they got they're pissed, and they should be. Their non-committal kind of energy got thrown back in their face, and it kind of like it hurt them, it pissed them off. There's like this energy of kind of like, how dare you, but they get it. They feel like a fool, and it's kind of like, how dare you. Ace of Swords. They know you cut them off, or you just told them as it is. It's kind of like they're being treated, let's say like if you're in kind of, you're just kind of treating them as a friend or a friendly acquaintance. Ooh, they want you back though, I'll tell you that. This feels like a situation, they will reach out again, but it feels like you may be or may have been already moved on. There's the Devil and the Tower. It's like an energy of, I feel this, it's like an energy of, ooh, that's unexpected communication, but I do feel like an energy of you being in a place where, listen, it's all or nothing now. I'm not dating you again. I'm not getting to know you again. We're not taking it slow. Do you want it or not? Otherwise, get out. That's kind of where I feel your energy is at, but they will reach out again. But I do feel you kind of, it's not like making it hard for them, but in a way it is. It's kind of like you're not lowering the bar anymore. It's not like, I'm not getting to know you anymore. We're not taking it slow. I feel you know them very well. They know you very well. It's not needed anymore. It's either like you want it or not. I feel like you're in it for either marriage or like long-term something. A lot of you, it does feel like the point of marriage or not. Keep holding this standard with that person. And again, it will, that's where you need to be. Keep your eggs, or keep your options open. And it will guide you towards either, you know, a renewal of a relationship with them or a new person. And I keep it, for those of you who want it, there is, or leaning towards that, I feel like this person is not worthy of your loyalty right now, or of your energy. And they need to kind of recognize that. Either way, I feel a new relationship. Either a renewal with them. Yeah, there's the time. Your life is changing in a major way. It feels like a new relationship. Either it feels like with them or a new person. It doesn't matter. I'm feeling it almost as like it's because you've made the choice. There is new love, either in the form of that person, like a commitment, or a new person. Your energy is open to both now, and that's will be your victory. They want to be indifferent with you. You're giving it right back to this old person. But also with new people, I feel like you're in the right energy to weed out those who, you know, who don't really aren't in the right place. Also, there's your Pisces energy. It's like saying bye-bye, saying goodbye to, you know, like the non-committal ones, this and that. Once you get a whiff of it, you're done. People who sneak around, you know, who don't really, you know, when it gets to a certain point, you're done with that type of energy. Good for you, Pisces. I'm telling you, it's like an energy of proper boundaries coming through from you. You're not tolerating it from other people, but also anything that you used to do that yourself, like that maybe, you know, is not the best. It feels like you learned that and you're not going to do it anymore. Wheel of Fortune. This is beautiful. Wow. Judgment and tennis. It's like there's the tennis. It's like an energy of because you're not putting up with what you used to. You're making the judgment call. Whoa, there's the Ace of Cups. You're declaring in a way, I want real love. And whether it's from you or someone, it's like what is going on or what went on was not leading me to that. That's a major change. It's kind of like upgrading yourself, but like in a way forcing the hand. But it's like because you raised your bar, it's being given back to you. You said you're ready for something, you know, real or like love relationship, and so be it. There's the angel of new life. An exciting new chapter in your life is about to unfold. Look at this. Stand up for what you believe. You will gain respect by holding your ground. This has to do with the old person, your current person, whatever, and any new people. Look at that. There's the angel of communication. Communicate clearly. Don't be afraid to tell it like it is. See? That's exactly what I was saying. That's proper boundaries. Let me get you a final message, Pisces. These two. Ooh, angel of pleasure. See? This is what came out in the beginning of the reading. Take pleasure in the things that you do. This is confirmation. And look, it's time to clear old and negative thoughts and feelings. Angel of guidance, a renewed sense of direction and purpose will soon manifest. With this feels like it is already manifested. For those of you still along, it feels like it's on the way. Clearing, yeah, but I feel it as more making peace with the negativity that was within you. It's where it's a part of you, but you don't resonate with it. You feel it, you process it, and then turn it into something else. Again, it's not toxic positivity. All right, so that's what I feel. Pisces, I hope this resonated with you. I'm sending you so much love. Again, if you are interested in a private reading, you may email me down below. That information is in the description box. I do offer a live one-on-one readings and also pre-recorded readings, all right? All my love to you. Bye-bye now.